The latest season of The Bachelor was full of shocks, twists, and an ending no one could have seen coming. Colton Underwood searched for love and found it with contestant Cassie Randolph, though fans know it wasn't an easy road. While Cassie dumped him initially, resulting in the infamous fence jump, Colton sent the remaining two women home and chased after Cassie, winning her back in the end. Today, the two are happier than ever, but there's an entirely different dramatic situation that took place this season we can't forget about. Contestants Caelynn Miller-Keyes and Hannah Brown were two pageant girls who knew each other before the show began. Their feud had everyone taking sides, and now that Hannah B. is the next Bachelorette, fans are letting their personal opinions fly. Here's who Bachelor fans dislike more. Caelynn and Hannah had a falling out during their pageant years before the show began. Hannah Brown and Colton Underwood, Josh Vertucci, Getty Images. Caelynn and Hannah both fell head over heels for Colton. And while they initially kept their opinions of each other at bay in the beginning of the season, midway through, the claws started to emerge. Us Weekly reminds us Hannah pulled Colton aside during the season to tell him about the alleged hostility she experienced from Caelynn back in their pageant years. Caelynn caught wind of what Hannah was saying and fired back, resulting in a feud that eventually ended when both women came together and had their own private discussion. So, what really happened between them back in the day? According to Caelynn, there was no big bombshell. It was just a lot of different incidents where we realized that we weren't the most compatible of friends. Hannah B. agreed and said, "I like to say that my friends fill my cup up and I fill their cup up in return, and she didn't fill my cup up, and so I didn't want to be friends anymore." Fans seem to think Caelynn is more devious than Hannah. Caelynn Miller-Keyes and Colton Underwood, Josh Vertucci, Getty Images. We'll be seeing a lot more of Hannah B. in the future, as she was chosen to be the next Bachelorette. As for who fans dislike more between the two, there seems to be a serious divide. On Reddit, it appears that while fans think Hannah can be manipulative, most believe Caelynn is the more devious and cunning one between the two of them. As one Reddit user commented, Caelynn hides her true facial expressions a little better than Hannah. You will see a semi-devious glint as she watches something and thoughts creep in her head, but overall she consciously holds a straight face. And another added, Caelynn is more subtle about her manipulation, whereas Hannah is really obvious and not quite as good at it as Caelynn is. And many fans of the show are over it completely, as another user noted. "So I'm team whoever shuts up about it first. I believe they each believe 100% of what they're saying, but that doesn't mean either of them are telling the truth." How do the two feel about each other now? Are Caelynn and Hannah still feuding? As Caelynn told Us Weekly, it seems the two are in a really good place now. And while they may never be the best of friends, Caelynn mentioned she's excited to see Hannah find love on The Bachelorette and hopefully get engaged, as she knows that's top of mind for the star. "She's hilarious and completely herself, and I think we've never had a Bachelorette be so entirely herself," Caelynn said. Caelynn even has her own predictions regarding who will win Hannah's heart, too. She told Us Weekly she believes Luke Parker, the first contestant Hannah met, is going to be the one with the final rose at the end. "I read an article online that said that he's a Christian, and Hannah's faith's important to her. She's a strong Christian. They're both from the South. I see that happening," Caelynn said. Check out the cheat sheet on Facebook.